job's a joke you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Good morning, Countryside. I'm Megan Jones, and this is UPC. Under Florida law, there is no waiting period to buy a rifle and no requirement for a permit to purchase or carry a rifle. Florida state lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are drafting legislation to limit access to semi-automatic rifles after police say 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz used an AR-15 when he opened fire on his teachers and classmates at Majority Stoneman Douglas High School on Valentine's Day. According to the National Rifle Association's Institute for Legislative Action, no license or permit is required to purchase and own a rifle in Florida or even a handgun. Firearms aren't required to be registered either. Proposals include raising the age to have a rifle to 21 and adding a 3-day waiting period to all rifle purchases, because right now there isn't one. Here are 4 things that are harder to obtain than a rifle in Florida: cold medicine, anti-diarrhea medicine, fertilizer, and a marriage license.
After a gunman opened fire inside of the Majority Stoneman Douglas High School last week, killing 17 people, students and chaperones from Parkland will arrive in Tallahassee Tuesday afternoon for meetings with lawmakers. The students also plan to hold a rally Wednesday in hopes that it will put pressure on the state's Republican-controlled legislature to consider a sweeping package of gun control laws, something some GOP lawmakers said Monday they would consider. The students say they plan to ask lawmakers to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Authorities said suspect Nicholas Cruz, 19, had a string of run-ins with school authorities that ended with his expulsion. Police also were repeatedly called to his house throughout his childhood. Cruz's lawyers said there were repeated warning signs that he was mentally unstable and potentially violent, yet he legally purchased a semi-automatic rifle in the state of Florida. On Tuesday, Florida Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam will join Governor Rick Scott for a roundtable discussion with leadership members from workshop groups. Putnam said, "As a father of 4 children in public school, I was horrified by what happened in Parkland. Many Floridians are demanding action, and I am too." In school news, if any students of Countryside has a blog or any other interesting social media platform and would like to be featured in the next issue of Paw Print newspaper, please contact deadline1@gmail.com.
In entertainment, Chase has news on Mr. Rogers. Chase?
Thanks, Megan. In these dark and troubling times in today's modern world, there is one person many people have looked back on for comfort: Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the TV show that made him a household name, turned 50 today. Many people have taken time to reflect on his impact in the world. From his infectious smile to his happy, easygoing demeanor, Mr. Rogers always knew how to brighten someone's day, from his debut in 1968 all the way to his passing in 2003. His legacy lives on, as there is currently a documentary about him in the works, along with a feature-length film starring Tom Hanks as our favorite neighbor, to the U.S. Post Office announcing a new line of stamps featuring Rogers. That's all I have in entertainment. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Chase. Some big changes are coming to Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando to help the most magical place on Earth celebrate its 50th anniversary. Walt Disney World Resort opened on October 1st, 1971. The theme park will celebrate its 50th anniversary in 2021. Here's a look at the changes announced by Walt Disney World Resort. Toy Story Land will open this summer. The new 11-acre area will transport guests into the adventurous outdoors of Andy's backyard, where guests will feel like they have been shrunk to the size of Woody and Buzz as they are surrounded by oversized toys. Slinky Dog Dash is a family-friendly coaster that will send riders dipping, dodging, and dashing around turns and drops through the world of Andy's toys. A new land, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This new land is set to open in 2019, both at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Disneyland Park, on a grand scale, including the creation of a full-sized fleet of X-Wing starfighters and a life-size Millennium Falcon starship. Throughout the land, guests will also have the chance to interact with Chewie, the lovable BB-8, and members of the First Order. More attractions include a Star Wars-themed hotel, a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction at Epcot, and more to come.
Fergie opened up Monday about her national anthem performance that caused NBA All-Stars to laugh and critics on social media to mock the undeniable, unusual rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The Black Eyed Peas singer told TMZ, "I've always been honored and proud to perform the national anthem, and last night I wanted to try something special for the NBA. I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the intended tone. I love this country and honestly tried my best." A source told the outlet neither Fergie nor her team thought anything was wrong with her national anthem rendition. That's the way she sings a lot of her songs. She loves adding a little sexiness and being different with her riffs. It was meant to be jazz-inspired. She just wanted to stand out. As previously reported, not everyone was on board with Fergie's alternate rendition of the national anthem, which opened the big game. Not only did commentators react to the strange performance during halftime, but the players appeared to be giggling at her while she was still in the middle of her performance, which lasted more than 2.5 minutes long. While a plethora of detractors took to social media to comment on the performance, even some stars couldn't resist the urge to bash Fergie's now infamous performance. Most notably, Roseanne Barr, who gave her own infamous performance of the national anthem in 1990, called out Fergie's performance on Twitter, saying, "Who saw Fergie's national anthem performance at the NBA All-Star Game? I think mine was better low-key." That's all we have for you today on UPC.
Thank you for watching and have a great day, Countryside.